Hey everyone, Saf Tech Reviews back here with another video, and today I wanted to talk about the difference between the fake AirPods Max and the real AirPods Max. So let's dive right in. Let me start off by the box the fake AirPods Max comes in. It's very interesting because they are actually using the Apple, trademark here everywhere on the box, and it says designed by Apple in California. One other thing that's shocking here is that if you do actually enter that serial number, it is valid. If you hold the AirPods Max near an iPhone, they will connect and link to your account with that serial number as a valid serial. And it seems like they're stealing real serial numbers from actual AirPods Max on the market. So I walked into an Apple store and checked, and I found out that that serial number was linked to something like 10 different accounts. Jumping over to the back of the box here, again, nothing seems out of the ordinary. It looks more or less like the original box, and everything seems to be in place here. And if we take a look at the front of the box, that also seems to be just like the original. So let's dive a little deeper here. So opening up the AirPods Max box here, and you could see, which I've seen this on more than one, the covers that go in for the headphones are above, or they're not in the actual ear cups. I don't know why. The box is also kind of peeling from the inside. That is not going to happen with the original Apple box. I've only seen that on these fake ones. But it's interesting because it does come with all the Apple manuals, and it does say designed by Apple in California. So these fake AirPods are actually getting increasingly good. It's getting increasingly hard to tell which are fake and which are authentic. But yeah, even the cable comes in the box. So first, let me just compare the weights of these. Starting off with the fake AirPods Max, they weigh at 511.3 grams, and comparing them to the originals, when those are weighed, they weigh in at about 525.5 grams. And this is with the smart case on both, so the originals are significantly heavier. Another thing I wanted to compare here is the tolerances on how close it is to the actual original, and I have to say I am impressed. I mean, I've tested several different sections and they're very, very close. So on the fake ones here, that's measuring at 0.4430 inches, and on the originals, if we measure the stem in the same part, it measures at about, that's the autofocus here, get there, yeah, 0.4455. So I mean, they're insanely close. But here's a quick and easy way to tell the material that they're actually made from. So the fake ones are actually made of plastic and the originals are made of aluminum, and you could tell by tapping on them. So take a listen here closely. I'm sure you heard the difference there. There's the same problem here when it comes to the buttons. Take a listen. The crown that you spin at the top is also rough on the fake one, and you can hear it. Take a listen here. I also wanted to talk about the rigidity of the top part that sits on your head. On the fake one, when you press them in, they actually bend. They bend quite significantly. It's very easy to tell if you ever use the originals. So if you take a look here at the original one, let me just get that autofocus sorted. And if you press it, even I'm pressing here quite hard, it barely flexes. So over here, I'm comparing the magnets between both, where you pull out that actual foam part that sits on your ears. The one on the AirPods Max is a lot tighter than the other one. When you try to pull them off, you realize that the one on the fake one comes off very easily with little to no effort, and the one on the AirPods Max like almost pulls suddenly. It's a very, very strong magnet. I wanted to take the time here also to comment on sound. The fake ones have almost no noise cancellation at all compared to the original ones, and they do not sound good. There's the same story here kind of with the smart case, right? The originals are actually way tighter. The fake ones feel flimsy. The magnets they're using on the fake AirPods just seem to be much, much weaker. I also wanted to comment that the seams on the originals seem a lot more defined than the ones on the fake ones. So when it comes to the serial portion, on the fakes it says designed by Apple in California and then assembled in China is on a separate line. In the original they are on the same line, and they also mention that the model is the AirPods Max. Also, the font here is very thick. So on the originals, even though it's not very clear here, the font is much more defined, the logo is more defined. That all is on one line, and on the next line it says that they are AirPods Max. So I hope that wraps it up. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't fall for those scams out there. Make sure to check. I gave you a few quick tips and ways to actually check whether they're real or authentic. Remember, the serial does not tell the full story here. Thanks for watching.